Hey there. Well, this is Lyric. You didn't hear me talking in the last video. I'm assuming you saw pretty much what was going on. And I've got to double check and make sure that you can hear me now. It'll take a few seconds for this to come up. The last video was about me getting ready for what I consider to be the next phase and possibly final phase of this particular fortress, and I was telling you all about how I was going to do that and whatnot. So I will tell you in this one as soon as I'm sure that you can hear me. So let me get on here and as I'm sure that you can hear me. There you go. I'm there. Okay, you know, and I'm so paranoid about this. All right, so on day 68 and 9, I started getting the stuff together that I needed for Horde Night 70. And I'm going to beef up so that on the next Horde Night, if I survive this one, I'm going to turn everything up. I'm going to turn the number of zombies up and the number of things that everything that I can turn up. They're going to run the whole 9 yards. And you probably also noticed, for example, I want to give props, and I did in the last video, to our friend Medieval Man, who gave me a beautiful tutorial the other night on a game on how to set up the electrical. And I'm sorry, you know, I had done this all wrong. I needed the generator with the battery back up here. I think I did it all right. I hope he's proud of me. I hope, because he really was very patient. I figured out that this shotgun turret was using the other kind of bullets. I did set this one up a little bit stupid, I think, but it's working. I made the decision with the help of a couple of friends who I get your information in different places depending on where you're watching. If you're watching on Twitch or you're watching on YouTube. And two of them, Medieval Man and Flatbed Truck, their stuff, if they say anything, goes to YouTube. Everybody else tends to show up in my email. I'm not sure how that happens, but oh well. I'm hoping to be able to buy a third gun and maybe another light or two. I am a little bit low on cash. I was setting up to go back. Tomorrow is restock day, and I need ammo. And I think I pretty much made everything. I've done about all of the updating I can do. I'll be working through the day today to try to do more. I think I took all my stuff I'm going to try to sell out to the bike, but I can't remember. Even though it was just a little bit ago. But I remember putting the money out there. Okay, I've actually got room where I could carry even more. I'm looking right now. Let's see. He might buy some stuff off of me here. Won't get a lot for it, but I want as much money as I can get. I don't want to sell that. I'm saving that. Let's see what he'll give us. All right. Well, anyway, as I was saying, our friend Medieval Man showed me how to set everything up. Now I've got lights and stuff. I'm going to put as many of these spikes up as I possibly can to protect. I'm going to try to draw them to the front here. And I'm going to turn it up a notch. The reason is that after talking with several people, we think we're in a kind of like one of the guys called it we're treading water. Now, I've got them coming so slow and whatnot that even as they're getting to be horrible zombies, the I'm surviving longer than I probably should be because I'm playing on too low a level. So I'm going to crank stuff up. You know, when I started, I didn't know what I was doing, and that makes a difference. Tomorrow night I will cut that off. So I went 4 out on the back here. Now I don't know. I'm going to do as much as I can to cut off the building before night 77. So for me, tomorrow night's not even the big night. It's going to be night 77 unless they send stuff I'm not expecting. And I am assuming everyone's telling me that I can reset the number of zombies and the difficulty level and stuff. So we'll see. It seems like I tried that before and couldn't get it to do it. Okay, now they also tend to hit right around here. I'm going to just hit the really hard places where they tend to hit. I was griping a lot in the last game. This is a lot like the Minecraft here. It's very awkward. We're gonna, like I said, try to get defensive weapons. Hopefully I've got enough to sell. Enough stuff to sell that it's gonna... Oh, I'm out of wood. I remember that now. Yeah, there's the stuff I'm trying to sell. Okay. Go upstairs and get my wood. My own personal belief, and I told them this, said this in the last game, is that they were eventually going to kill me by digging under and collapsing the place from underneath. And that may be what actually happens. We will see. I've done about as much work on the outside of the building as I'm going to be able to get to this time. Now I've got to concentrate on making forged steel, and that will be my big project. I can still use some cement too, but the majority of the building is now... Okay, this is the other really big area where they like to come in. Because I have a bad feeling I'm going to set up the front end of this. Of course, by day 77, I hope to be set up all around. And you'll also notice I took my trees down here in the back. Another thing Medieval Man pointed out, that was not only hurting my graphics for you guys. I know, by the way, this is usually clear as a bell here for me. and on the videos, but I can tell when I move fast and stuff, the terrain tears, and we're not sure why. It's just us being newbies at doing this, and we're not sure. But if this game is going to live on, by golly, it's going to live on with me having fits. So and I did, as you notice, manage to, with again the help of Medieval Man, figured out how to run my, I need to clear this grass out. I learned how to get my chainsaw running. Now, starting October 1st, I'm going to be doing on Tuesdays. Crud. Oh goodness, I gotta go eat. Before I can go. I'm gonna start filming on a regular basis, and on Tuesdays will be the fortress days, where I'll either build something or, you know, get a structure and make it over and do something similar to what we did here, but on hardcore now. When I started this, I honestly didn't know what I was doing. I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing sometimes, but I'm way better now. On Thursdays, I'm going to do something that I have wanted to do for a long time, and I was talking about this in the last video. I'm going to do my version of Little Zombies on the Prairie. My husband and I had a little game that we tried to play one time, and we were out in the middle of nowhere, and we never could find it. We played for days, game days, and couldn't find a town or anything, and we found you really can't, you know, exist like that. And I want to see, can you, you know, do a game where, like this movie I watched not long ago from the 60s, where the family was in a post-apocalyptic world, I think in Australia, and they're trying to survive by, you know, chasing the, I don't think they were zombies, but the whatever they were, away from their home, and trying to keep their home, and, you know, and just survive, scavenging in a nearby town, and growing crops and hunting, and having to be on watch at night to steer them away from your property, that kind of thing. And I want to try something like that on the side. So that will be at least part of the Thursday stream, starting the first week of October. Also be doing Sims 4, Minecraft, and Warcraft. I'm back on a new game every month or so. This time it's 2 Point Hospital, which is the successor to Theme Hospital. Lots of fun. Alright, so let's start with what I've got in my backpack here. And then I'll come empty the bags. Hopefully he'll buy stuff, because I want to see what he's got. Morning, Bob. Yeah, this is my extra nail gun, $14.91. Why do I have you? Truck 305, 5,310, 344, 1502. Oh, he doesn't want it though. Crap. 594, 80, 561, 211, 351, 111, 321, 341, 307, 395. Okay. Will you buy that? You did. Wasn't sure you would. Okay. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Bob. Hang on. Okay. I need those. Oh, there's the rest of them. I knew I had more money in that. I made that 10,000 just off that group in there. All right. Okay. I don't know why my shovel's there. Okay. I'm excited to see what he's got restocked. Hi. 119. Oops. 211 there. 330. 56. 396. 2400. 3404. 1685. He doesn't want that. Okay. May have just bought too many of them. Okay, so I've got 29,000. Okay. So secret stash, dude. What we got? Okay, I need these and I need those. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to want these and I'm going to want these. Okay. What are we looking at? Okay, that's 3,000 there. All right. I'm going to go see the other Bob and then I'll come back. I don't want to spend big amounts of money on ammo here. There's other stuff I need to be getting. All right. For me, the fun of a game like this is I love starting at the beginning. I love setting up, settling down, you know, getting, I like building games. I like leveling, that sort of thing. And this really punches all those buttons, but I like to find different ways to play. I used to gripe about this at the beginning of the game because all the people I was watching on YouTube, they were just doing the same thing over and over again. See, we learned how to do it. We beat the game, kind of, you know, and then they'd start over and they'd do the exact same thing, and I was like, how is this fun? Well, it takes a little imagination. Trying a different challenge, and I hate this road, by the way. Okay. And that's basically what you saw me doing last time. I was going to the more expensive homes in the last game looking for gun safes. At this point, I am not real concerned about anything. Okay, Vicky, good grief. I was doing so well. I'm not sure, but I think Trader Bob had better stuff before the restock at the other place. Hey, Bob.
What can I get you today?
I don't know. What can you get me? Okay, shotgun shells, 9 mils. I need those. I can get those up here. Don't need those. I can make those. Okay, looks like it's gonna be buying ammo. I need that to make shotgun shells, right? That and paper. Okay.
Safe travels.
Thanks, Bob. All right. I also learned from Medieval Man the other night that I can make my spikes in the workbench, something I did not know. See, I'm still learning stuff. Oh, and I had Medieval Man and I both heard the exact same thing, that the I don't know if it's an expansion or what they're calling it, but the new stuff, the new patch or whatever for the game is due out. They were wanting it by the end of September, but it looks like it's going to be the middle of October, which it's not that bad. I think, you know, after watching some of their videos and listening to them, I love their game, and I love that they're working so hard on it, and I appreciate it. When it's something I love, I really, you know, I really appreciate the people that put all their time and effort into it. And I think it just, they tried to do some new stuff, and I think it messed with what they already had. So they've just been dealing with a lot of glitches, which, you know, I am sure is frustrating and stuff, so. And yes, I was accidentally in the last video changing out my batteries and accidentally unloading my gas in the mini bike. You did see me doing that. I impaled myself at the end so that you would know it was me. But I mainly was just chatting about how I'm not going back underwater for this medical drop from some time back. I've done it for like 3 or 4 of them, but I'm claustrophobic, and it bothers me to go down under the water for it. And they drop like the first 4 or 5 of these underwater. Where is the stupid thing? There it is. I can never find it from that direction. Now, when I do start the Little Zombies on the Prairie series of these, if you're interested in them at all, I'm going to start them from the very beginning, and that can be very dry watching. So, make sure. You know, if you don't want to watch that part, I'll make sure that you know when I actually get set up, and you can start watching there. But several of you say you like watching from the beginning, and it could be quite the story of survival if I can't find a village or a town.
What do you see?
Hi, Bob. Blueberry pie. Wow. You'd remember that's there. Well, the few things they had I wanted, they didn't have this time, so. Okay.
It's been a real pleasure. You watch yourself out there.
I'll do that, sweetie. Thank you. Alright. How did that leave me set? Got me some extras. Okay. Now this week I'll be back on Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays for 7 days, and I will be continuing this one, ramping up. In fact, I'll probably turn the zombie spawn and stuff up before the horde night, so I'm going to have to get used to them being out running around. Okay, now I'm going to have to be careful now when I come up here, because looks like a penitentiary, doesn't it? It's actually very pretty. I'm tempted to paint it pink or something just out of craziness. All right. Well, let's carry on with what we were doing here. The hole here concerns me almost more than anything. Now, in the last video, you probably noticed, because I was commenting on it to nobody, that they've messed up that front hill so bad that they can't get up it hardly. And I think I'm making more of these. Some of them were just jumping down into this hole committing suicide. Of course, the other problem is they're tunneling, and that's one of the things that's got me really worried. I'm going to try to just, let's see. I apologize for my phone. I have to keep it on because of the family, but I've got it on vibrate, but I follow multiple reporters, and Bill Cosby was just convicted, and they're going nuts. Whoops. Oh well. That didn't work. There you go. I was also talking about how I can't remember which one it was, but one of the people who I get through my email was suggesting that I dig a trench around the bottom of that hill out there, especially in the front, and then I light it up to drag them to the front of the building, or draw them to the front. And that I put those short spikes down about 3 deep, so they fall into those. But I was talking to Medieval Man about that, and we were both agreeing they just tunnel. So if there's probably more to that, I mean, how do you keep them from tunneling if they get stuck down in those holes and don't die? One of the reasons I turned on those spikes in this game early on was because it wouldn't kill them. I mean, it slows them down. Oh, and Medieval Man also showed me like electric fencing and stuff. He was electrocuting my husband. It was fun. Or, you know, setting it up. My husband was electrocuting himself. Let's just put it that way. Okay. And now let's see. I still have 46 of these. I'm going to use them. I've got more being made upstairs, so. I want to keep them from getting out of this hole, and I want to keep them from getting into this hole. This has been an issue. If I'd been smarter, A, I might not have built by the hole, but B, I might have gone down in there and started filling that hole up as soon as I had the chance. I got to tell you though, for someone who was really newbie when I started this, when I look at that building over there, I'm really kind of proud of it. I know it's built kind of stupid, but it's not an unattractive building until I paint it pink. But it looks pretty good. It's not that bad. And the next maps that I put up, will definitely be multiplayer, and maybe some of us can get together and do a little multiplayer fun. All right. Now, do I have the... I need you to be off. For right now, I don't want this stuff on. I know I can turn it off. I remember that, but... Okay. Oh, I'm going to need these. Oh, is that all I had left? I can make more. Don't need a whole lot more though. Let's do about 100 maybe. All right, now. Buckshot, gunpowder, and paper. I don't think I have enough. I'm not going to be able to do that. Oh, I mean, I can do this, but I just don't have the gunpowder. I've got a little bit. And I might want that gunpowder for myself. This is kind of a learning curve thing here. Do I want to make... Whoa. Uh-oh. I'll get that big patch right there to fill in. Thought I heard somebody. Wow, how cool does this look? I'm going to fill in this front part up to about where I come in. And then I'm going to fill a bunch of that in down there at that other end too for tonight. That reminds me, I need to go get the other stuff out of that. Seems like I had something else down on the bike. Let me go make sure. No. I cannot stop doing that. Okay. There it is, the water. I knew there was something out here I wanted. Where did I put it? Why do I not have a cooking pot in there? That's very odd. Just cook it all together. Okay. Now I've got the, I don't have the nitrites, the problem. Because I got this. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to make these this time, but I'll have them for next time. Unless I can go out and find some. So is that how I want to spend the rest of my day, out trying to get nitrite for... I really don't have a lot of time. Goes fast when you're having fun. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay. You know, this is a real danger ground for me here. Oh, and by the way, I don't remember which one of you told me this, but I want you to know that it gave me the best laugh. I have been really ill with asthma over the last couple of weeks. This time of year is hard on me, and I got your email where you told me that your wife told you that if you didn't stop screaming at the TV screen or at your computer screen when you were watching my videos, that she was going to make you quit watching me. And you made it clear that it's not the screaming mad at me, but the screaming when I fall on spikes, screaming when just screaming in general. You were probably screaming in the last video because you knew why I couldn't like that. Oh my God. Because you knew why the bullets weren't fitting in the one turret. So I figure Medieval Man was screaming as well. Man, I don't see any rocks within. I really don't like to be away from the shelter starting here in a couple of hours, and if I can find any little rocks out here, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I used them all. There's one. Get anything? No. Now, one thing that worries me a little bit is about starting a new game, and this just occurred to me. I might want to wait until they get that patch loaded to start the new series. And it's one of the reasons I'm kind of drawing this one to a close, because I think the last time that they did something like this, everybody lost their games. And so I want to make sure that I don't do that. And I'm not riding my bike on these little short jaunts here because they make me motion sick, but you all know that. Getting on and off a lot. Okay. But for me, there's something about being out alone in one of those farmhouses, kind of out in the field with a town just right there in the distance, and trying to keep it safe, and not building it into a fortress, keeping it a home, but maybe building defenses out away from it, and trying to survive and keep them away from you as opposed to drawing them to you. You know, like maybe making hot spots away from the house that'll draw them in another direction. I just don't see anything. I'm going to want to be home here in about... There were some out here. Where's the other one? What's that? Thing is, I've got coal. Why are you not hitting? Okay. Not going to get enough to make a difference anyway. I can't see my house without my trees. Oh my God, I am so useless. Okay. I'm going to shut myself in. Okay. Not very far, but... And yes, I know they don't come till 10 o'clock. But I am not comfy running around early, or not early, but in the evenings on Horde nights, so please indulge me. Alright. I think that's probably enough. Wonder if I could get some, can I get some on top of here? Without impaling myself. Oh goodness. We've had a breach. Whoa, don't walk on it, you idiot. Come on, I got it to come up a little bit there. There we go. Y'all are a little bit early for the party. Who is screaming? Are you the one that was making all the noise? I had to go to the emergency room with my asthma, and all I could think of, several of the nurses were ill themselves, so they were having to wear masks. And all I could think of was this game the whole time I was in there. They're down on the other side of that hill, I think. Okay, this is something I could have made myself. Huh. Okay, I obviously have to learn how to make this. No, it doesn't show that. Okay. I have 15. I need one. I have 427. Why can I not craft it? I don't know the recipe. Alright. Awesome. Did I leave any of those here? I'll remember to hang on to those. Okay. Well, guys, let's hope they come the direction I want them to. It's about that time. Kind of excited about this one. Kind of excited about this one. The last one was a little anticlimactic. I shot a bunch of the guys way out in the field there, and it's one of the reasons I decided that maybe it was time I turned the temperature up here a little bit. Okay. I hope you're proud of me, medieval man. I'm proud of myself. I remembered a lot of what you told me. I figure I've messed something up somewhere, but it's all working, which is really cool. Okay, real quick. I've got the chance here. Okay, you're gonna love this. It is actually storming here. We're supposed to have some bad storms today, and it just thundered here. For real, in real life and stuff. So that's not creepy at all. Oh, also I mentioned I did turn the sound up. Some of you asked me to turn the game sound back up, so let me know if it's okay for you. Come in the back. This figures. Nothing scarier than a feral Alan Alda. So it's all going to be about bullets, spikes, and shoring up around this. So I've got weapons on all the corners. I am so sorry for the coughing. All right, here we go. Good grief, Edgar. You're doing more damage than some of the upper level ones. Edgar got into the hot sauce or something. You dead? Wow. It's going to take more than this. They've already nearly gotten through over here. Cannot hit him for some reason. Whoa. I'm glad I clogged this hole up a little bit, because I think otherwise they'd have run right through here. And oops. Wow. You guys heard of the front of the building? See, I have guns and lights up there. Oh, there's one of them, two of them blobby things. Come on. Rats. I may not have to worry about cranking this up. Hurry up and load. Oh my God. Afraid I couldn't do it with a pistol. Got one broke through. Now who broke through here? They're dead. Y'all couldn't come to the front door like civilized company. You had to come to the back. Die, Edgar. I had a feeling she wasn't dead. I don't believe I've never had to eat before on a horde night. I never had one run quite this long. Okay, this is impressive. Just think what would have happened if I hadn't added these extra spikes out here. I've leveled like 4 times. Did y'all hear the 4 a.m.? It's morning in America or wherever we are. Music. Would you look at this? Oh my gosh. This is going to be an absolute mess to clean up. Wow. Meanwhile, on my well-fortified front end, nothing. A little bit of damage for a little early party that showed up on the wrong side. Don't tell me I hear somebody else. I think we're done. Yeah, I'm going to be making spikes. Okay, well, that is it for today. Wow, wow, wow. I hope you enjoyed the previous video, even without the lilting beauty of my voice droning on and on. Thanks to Medieval Man for helping me set up the electronics here. I appreciate that more than you know, buddy. And yeah. So I'm going to pop off here before anything else exciting happens. And get ready to try to slog through one more week at least here. We'll see if we can do it. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it.